Oh my word, I just did a whole video and I forgot to hit record. So let's try this again and see if nobody needs anything while I'm trying to get through this. So, I am going to rant a little bit and then I will do an unboxing of Yarnable and Read It and Eat. So I ordered Yarnable. I went to the Yarnable and they said they weren't accepting subscriptions. They were all out. So then I don't know if it was the next day or a couple hours later, I got an email saying, hey, they had an opening, would I like to subscribe? So I did. And that was like February 11th. So I subscribed. Then I got the confirmation that it had been shipped. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And a month later, I still had not received it. So I went on informed delivery because I'm not a panicky person, and I know the mail takes a while. But I was starting to get a little irritated because it was a month, and it was saying something about my next subscription box was going to be shipped. So I went to informed delivery. It's just bouncing around in California. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I made it to Portland, Oregon, and it went back to California. Santa Ana, Anaheim, Lake Forest. Bounce, 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 bounce. Finally made it to Eugene, then it went, which is the hub for us here in Florence. And then I went to Medford, and then went back to California. So I contacted the company and they told me, well, we shipped it out. It's out of our hands. You need to go to the post office. So I did go to the post office and they said, no, if you have a problem with shipping, the sender should be doing this. But they did me a printout, 5 pages. It just kept going back and forth. Lake Forest, Lake Forest, Lake Forest, Lake Forest, Santa Ana, Santa Ana, Santa Ana, Anaheim. And I don't know, it was out for delivery like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times, but it really wasn't because it was in Anaheim and Lake Forest. So they told me, the post office, this was sent priority mail. From what we can figure out, there is something wrong with the label, so it's just going to bounce back and forth around California. But this is not your responsibility. This is the sender's responsibility. So I wrote him back and I told him, the post office says this is your responsibility. That really wasn't all what the post office said. They said, if they're not taking care of this, you shouldn't be doing business with them. Did you learn your lesson? I'm like, yeah. So anyway, Yarnable got back to me, Cheryl or Brenda, I don't remember which one, and they said it was going to be returned to them, and then they would send me out a new one. Just put a new label on it. Well, eventually Friday, it got to me. It never did get resent to them. It got sent to me. And I told them, I'm really upset about this because they just kept saying, oh, we're sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, I'm upset about it. I'm going to suspend my subscription. I'm not going to cancel it. I'm just going to suspend it for a couple months and let me marinate on that. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so it did finally get here Friday. And I'm still marinating on what I'm going to do about the subscription. You know, the box was still taped, which I cut with a knife, but it was loose. The tape was loosed and damaged. Not so bad on this end. It's all marked. It's marked up. It says, you know, it's messy. It's all dinged up. I don't know if you can see it. It's all dinged. It's all broke up. I think I'm starting to get a glare from the sun because it's beautiful out here. And Mom is sleeping. She just got done with her bath, blah, 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 anyway. And so it's not really in very good shape. And so anyway, let's open it and see what's in here. We have a skein of yarn in a bag. And a bag full of goodies. And there is a card with a little scratch off on it. I'll scratch it maybe, maybe not. I don't know, because I don't know what I'm doing yet. So in my little organza bag is a green mini St. Patrick's Day from Arkansas Yarn Company. And stitch markers. Those are so cute. Absolutely cute. I'm happy with that. I really am. I'm happy with the box, but I'm just not happy with the customer service I got. And in the yarn bag is beautiful, beautiful yarn. It's called Shenanigans. It says plush DK, 246 yards, 100 grams. It says 8515 SWM. I'm not sure what that is, and nylon. So that's what was in that box. It's getting a little windy out here, but that's all right, right? We need a little wind. This is the Oregon coast, for crying out loud. As long as we don't get rain, because it's spring break, so it should be raining, because that's the law of averages here on the coast. And the weather changes every 5 minutes. It's one thing you learn growing up here. So let's open this box, read it, and eat. Eating and reading. And yarn. You can't go wrong with reading and yarn. I love audiobooks when I'm crocheting, and then I just love to pick up a book and read when I'm not. So, check this out. Candy. I love candy. Sunny seeds. Chocolate covered sunflower seeds. And a chocolate bar. I'm gonna give this to my husband, and you know why? Because I put the box in his name because I wanted to do a gift subscription. So I put it in his name and had it sent to him. But it's mine. Mine. He just thinks I'm a weirdo anyway, so in a loving way, not a bad way. So then there's a card, bookmarks, and breadsticks. Thank you for trying Read It and Eat's blind date with the book. Piece of toast with his book and his breadstick. I think he's a piece of toast. There he is again on a bookmark. That, I think, what is a sticker. And a little card. Follow us on social media. A book. Fiction. 3 generations, 2 sisters, 1 family recipe. And look at all the little stamps on it. Ready? The Chicken Sisters. All's Fair, Love, War, and the Kitchen. In tiny Merrimack, Kansas, Mimi's chicken Frannies have spent a century vying to serve up the best fried chicken in the state, and the legendary feud between their respective owners, the Moores and the Pogacellos, has lasted just as long. No one feels the impact more than 35-year-old Amanda Moore, who grew up working for her mom at Mimi's before scandalously marrying Frank Pogacello and changing sides to work for Franny's. Tired of being caught in the middle, Amanda sends an SOS to Food Wars, the reality TV restaurant competition that promises $100,000 to the winner. But in doing so, she launches both families out of the frying pan and directly into the fire. This will be my next read. I just finished reading I think it's called The Keeper of the Happy Endings. You know, it's a war story with its tragedies, but it moves into the modern day. It's one of those. I really like to read historical fictions that stick to the era, but this one kind of bounces back and forth, and that's okay. So this will give me something light to read. And because the other ones I will read through audiobooks when I'm crocheting, and then when I go to bed, I'll pick up a book and read. So that's all I have to say right now, and everybody enjoy their day. Enjoy sunshine if you have it. Enjoy the rain if you have it. You know, just have a great day. Thank you.